Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. New setup. Always changing, man. I'm always trying to figure out like how to, I love this. I love this shit. I love making the content. And I think more than making the content, the techie shit, the behind the scenes type of shit. It's just so fun, I never thought in a million years I'd be learning how to like video edit, how to edit audio, like, adjust levels. Look at it. I started off with a ring light, and now I'm doing 3-point lighting like a pro. I got the mic. Get out of here, man. This channel's becoming pretty legit. It's pretty legit. I like it. If you're not a fan of the red, dude, I got the little filters. This shit's probably gonna be changing all the fucking time. I'm wondering if I should have like a motif. Like if it's red, it's like, ooh, it's gonna be a spicy episode. Yellow will be like, oh, it's just normal. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Just have fun, right? That's what it's all about. Just have fun doing what you do. Speaking of which, this video came very close to not even being made. I was so close to not even uploading anything, to be quite honest with you. For the next, like, I was planning on just making a community post saying like, hey, I need the time, personal issues, etc., and then I was gonna just come back and do my lead line update for March. It didn't really go like that, but anyway, yeah, I talked to my friend, and look, he had a great point. I think part of my appeal, like your guy, like what you guys like about me, is the realness, the frankness. I mean, even just making this YouTube channel, part of it was just speaking straight. Just just call a spade, call the bullshit out. I've been so many times where it's like, a chef or a manager will try to focus you in the right. I think I talked about this with Chris. Chefs will try to put you in the right direction, right? Sometimes putting you in the right directions means just saying little positive affirmations that sometimes doesn't feel like a positive affirmation. It feels like, if you read between the lines, it's more like, bro, shut the fuck up, suck it up, keep your head down, and work. And if you don't like it, you don't have to work here. Anyway, so yeah, one of the reasons I didn't want to do anything was simply because I felt that usually whenever I upload a video, whenever I record a video when I'm under a lot of stress, I don't feel that I can be as stoic as I'd like to be, as neutral as I'd like to be. It's like there's emotion. I might have a bad service and I just want to come in and be like, dude, fuck this. Period. Like that's my takeaway from tonight. Fuck that. Not tonight specifically, but in general. Fuck it. But in my head, I'm thinking like, well, it's funny. I just said like keeping it real, calling a spade, but sometimes I just want to come in and it's like, okay, well, just saying fuck it isn't going to help out a cook. Just saying fuck it isn't going to bring any value to people. Like, I'll usually like early days of the videos, back when I would do food, I would think of a topic, right? I upload on Monday, and then I'd pick the next topic on Monday, and I'd have a whole week just to think about it. Whether it's a problem at work, I'd have a full week. Because at least by the time that week came, it was equivalent to like you slept on it, you thought about it, you let it like marinate in your head, and then you have something of value that you can share. Well, I think right now I'm in a situation where if I were to do that, I wouldn't be posting for the next 3 weeks, and then you guys wouldn't see me until my lead line. I mean, I'd still do things with DC and Chris, and the reason I'd still do things with them is for the simple fact that talking to them is like talking to different types of cooks, and you're just talking shop, you're talking shit. Like, that's why I love talking to DC and Chris. Very different people, completely different people, right? I've gotten the same things from people. It's, Chris is just that more laid back talk. You get your coffee. It's like him and I'm winding down. He's waking up. It's nice. And with DC, it is just like banter. It is just banter, back and forth. It's fun. Periodically, DC will let his guard down, and he'll say something kind of like really profound and deep. And I'll be like, damn, that's deep. And he'll be like, DC, if you're hearing this, sorry, dude. You have your moments where I'm like, damn, you're deep. And then it's like, no, don't fucking tell anyone. He's going to message me. He's like, you need to fucking edit that shit out. You delete that video, repost it, and edit that shit out. No one can know. But, I love talking to my dudes. I love talking to my kitchen staff. I love talking to you guys when you guys hit me up in the DMs. Some of you are definitely like just, staples in my little DM circle. It's a lot of fun. I love talking to you guys. But you see, I'm not in like a work mode. My lead line talks, my line cook talks, they're more, I don't know. I guess I take it more serious. That sounds awful. I take it more serious. I take a cook will say very serious. I take beyond the past serious. I take mine. I think mine is just more like informative, and thank God people like DC and Chris have helped me almost come out of my shell, so you guys see a different dimension of me. You see that I have a sense of humor, that I joke, I banter, I bullshit, blah, 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 blah. I'm a human being. Anyway, let's get back to the original thing. I wasn't going to post anything. I'm not even sure what the title is going to be for this. So what happened? I'll give you a timeline. So Monday, right? Today is Sunday. So about a week ago, I did my lead line update, and more or less, I just discussed just how, I think the chef and I just don't see eye to eye with certain things. His management style is different than mine. His management style is not one that I personally would subscribe to. Maybe it works for some people. Maybe it works for certain kitchens. It just, for me, it almost feels like going sort of against certain beliefs, values, things that that matter, And so I upload the video, right? Comes out Monday. Now, what you guys didn't know is Sunday, I called out sick. Monday, called out sick. I was just feeling shitty. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I thought I had COVID. I was so sure I had COVID, right? Sunday, I got sick. I think I made my lead line on Saturday. Yeah, I think so. Can't remember. Sunday, get sick, call out. Monday, get sick, call out. Tuesday, can't fucking shake it. I can't shake it. I don't know what the fuck's going on, So I call out. And then my chef calls. He's like, okay, well, we need you to come in. Okay. And apparently the exec chef was standing next to him, because he said, like, look, we need you to come in. You can take some medicine, do what you need to do, but we need you to come in today. But in so many words, fuck your I'm calling out bullshit. Get your ass here now. And then at the end he's like, this is from me and exec chef. Okay, so I come in shitty, like the lights are giving me like a headache, fever, slow, like I just felt like shit. Like just shit, I basically, I was just delegating almost all my part. Like I was just the body. Like the way when I came in, the cooks knew the assignment when I came in. They could see I'm sick, so it's like, hey man, listen, I know why you're here. You just gotta. They just need someone to close. I come in Wednesday. And then there's this shit, and I'm starting to do like the thing that I do once I get into the kitchen is I get in, I check in with everyone. And then once everyone's cool, hey, what's up, Josue? Do you need anything for your station? Blah, blah, blah. Then I start doing my shit. And one of the things that I've taken, like, I've owned, I just decided, I'm going to do this, is I sweep and mop the entire kitchen. And I take out the trashes, and I take out the recycling. So I'm getting ready. I'm filling up my bucket, and then he comes and he tells me, again, not him, the exec chef has said he doesn't want me cleaning and mopping when I get there. He wants me to delegate that to the other cooks, and he just wants me to focus on helping out the line and prep. Okay. It seemed I'll get back to that and why that was a problem for me. And then he's like, "How are you feeling?" And I'm like, "I feel like shit." Because here's it's like I came in Tuesday. Like Tuesday was gonna be my like final like don't do shit at home, just chill, and you'll be back Wednesday much better refreshed. Which by the way, Wednesday is my Friday, so I would have like really like I would have like what Monday. My Monday was Saturday. I missed Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I was gonna come back Wednesday. I know it's really shitty. It's not ideal, but there's a reason why I've been taking a more serious approach to this as far as my health. Okay. So he looks at me and he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you want, you can go home." And that's the moment I snapped. I just remember, like, I remember rolling my eyes. I just did. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. And I walk away from him. And then he comes to me and he's like, "So wait, what was that about?" And then that's when I'm like, I think it's just so, don't judge it. I'm telling myself, don't judge it. This is what happened. I'm like, dude, it's fucking bullshit. Like, I call in. You insist that I come in. I'm sick. I come in. I'm sick. Right? I come in. I'm doing all this fucking work. I should be resting. Right? And then I wake up the next day and I feel shittier than I did. And then I come in and you're like, "Oh, you're sick. Hey, why don't you go home?" It's like, no fucking way. Like, to me, it was like, seriously? And then you're going to call, and then today you're just going to say, like, "Okay, you can go home." Again, I'm not here to debate. If you want to go ahead and say I was fucking wrong, go right ahead. I got so many other fucking things going on right now. I could give a fuck what, what anyone else says or thinks. But just check this out. So he's like, "There's nothing I could do. I mean, exec chef was standing right here, and I had been working 14 days in a row, and so on and so forth." And so anyway, he's saying that, and I think I just boxed myself in that it's fucked up. Like, you call out, you don't feel well, you get made to come in, you do it, and then you come in the next day, and then look at you like, "Oh, you're sick. Yeah, go home." Okay. So I walk off to go get my shit. Like, I'm so annoyed. And then he's in the back. He's like, "Josue, you don't have to work here." And then, like, I guess I was around the corner, so he thinks he probably thinks I didn't hear him. So I can hear him walk around the corner, and then he yells, "I was like, Josue, you don't have to work here. You're not, no one's obligating you to work here." I grab my shit, and he's staying on that. You don't have to work here. You don't have to work here. If you don't like it here, Josue, you can go. If you don't like it here, you can go. I turn around and I just told him, it's like, don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth. Because I never said I don't like working there. I think it was a bad call. I think that, when you're promoted to something, right? One of the first things you do is you want to discuss, like, okay, what do you expect from me? What are the hours? What falls under the scope of my responsibilities? So for me, him, like, anyone, I know, like, kitchen managers, kitchen chefs, they're like on like their fucking 30-day in a row. It just is. I get it. It sucks. But then I guess my thing is, like, why would you take a position if it's like you're going to act like that? And he, this is just a lot coming. This wasn't just like this one moment happened and then out of the blue. No. So I tell him to do that. I clock out. And then as I'm leaving, he comes in through another door, intercepts me. Again, he's doing the same thing. And this whole time, like, when I tell him the things that I'm telling, like, "Hey, dude, I'm fucking sick. You call me in when I'm sick. After I give you plenty of time to call out. You could." In my head, what I'm thinking is, like, hold on, you got the exec chef. The exec chef has 2 under chefs who go through all the other kitchens to help out. you have a sous chef. There's 4 people, and then you have the front of house manager who was actually the previous chef. Like he moved up to front of house manager. So to me, that's like 5 people. 5 people, call the sick guy. This whole thing, every time he would like laugh it off and like look the other way. I don't know why that, like, you know, like he'd laugh it off. Like it's not that serious. Maybe it's not. Again, maybe it's not. You're going to look at this and be like, dude, shut the fuck up, Josue. You're such a pussy. You know why I keep thinking that? It's because I finally got my 2 like critique comments. And they're not hating comments. I'm not going to hate on, they're not hating on me. But I think one of them was like, I think you're soft skinned working in the kitchen. And then the other one is like, like, talk is cheap. I'd like to see you work the work service. It's just totally fair. Like, I get it. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people that talk really good and you're like, dude, I cannot wait to work service with you. And then you work service with them and you're just like, oh, okay. I had a lead like that. You'd be like, oh my God, I can't wait for Saturday service. Like the saute guy, he called out. He's not going to be there that day. And so I'm going to work saute and I'm going to be running circles around these cooks. I cannot wait. And then indeed they run circles and left a fucking mess behind them. And you're just like, bro, like, chill out. Like, it's just sloppy. So I go home, just livid, feeling like shit and livid. So let's break it down. What was happening and what happened afterwards? The cleaning, the reason I clean is because PM is becoming resentful towards AM and the chef. There's a couple people that overlap that work both AM and PM. And one of the biggest like fundamental things about this chef is that he always says AM doesn't have time for X, Y, and Z. Whereas, and every single cook in PM has at least one time, chef, my station's not set. Chef, I came in and the kitchen's dirty. Chef, my station is a mess. They literally saw me come in and they left before they could even say anything to me. And yeah, so, and again, his thing, he listened and he kind of just laughs it off. He's like, hey, they just didn't have time. Sorry, they just didn't have time. Or my favorite is to be like, you should really come and work in the morning so you can see what it's like. It's just no time. But again, these other cooks that work morning and night, they'll retort with like, well, there's time. What are you talking about? There's 100% there's time. Okay, he just, or like whenever someone calls out or anything, it's like his go-to is he'll hug you, give you like a side huggy thing, and he'll kind of laugh things off, and it's like, oh man, your workload is about to get heavier. Ooh, you got to do more, mama. Okay, so that was one. So me cleaning the kitchen is basically like, okay, you guys already have to deal with dirty stations and empty stations. His idea is, the exec chef's idea, I don't know. Like, that's another thing. It's like, every time he does that, he has to attach it to, like, I didn't say that. No, don't be mad at me. The exec chef said it. Every single thing. So as far as I know, the exec chef is running shit through him. I don't know. It's just weird. Like bro, just say, I need you to do this. Again, perhaps I'm wrong, and perhaps you're going to look at me like, shut the fuck up. Fair. So yeah. So in my head, I'm thinking like, okay, so you want the team that's growing resentment towards you and PM, not only to fill their stations up, clean their stations up, stock their stations up, you now want them to also add to that sweep and mop. And you want me to be the ones to tell them that. Not that I care, because they know, like, I'm doing my best. They're going to think it's weird, But I can already hear people's minds just losing it. I can already hear people losing their shit over it. So for me, it was like, are you, like, I think that like, that's a bad call. You don't want to do that. Like, I'm doing it as a way to kind of like buffer the resentment that's growing. Like I just want to lessen it. Then, then there's the, bro, why does every sentence have to end with the exec chef said it, not me? Um, the calling out. I think, you know what? It was the cleaning, the not having me do the cleaning anymore kind of eclipsed the I called out because I was sick. It kind of just did. I went home, I was mad, and then on what is it, Thursday, I have as you guys, if you didn't know, I had a panic attack at work, freaked out. Everything just has been going to shit. I've been slowly building up my self-confidence again, my self-esteem. I've been trying my best to sort of like talk on what I'm comfortable with without giving too much personal information, because it's a personal thing I'm going through. And I want to be able to share it with you guys in hopes that if anyone ever goes through it, or someone going through it, you're going through it, you can I think at the very least just put a face and be like, dude, this guy's going through it. How is he dealing with it? And even if there's no solutions, for me, when I'm going through something, I feel a sense of ease when I know I'm not the only one. I feel a sense of ease when someone else is sharing similar frustrations. I don't know. It's almost like we're in it together. We're in the same boat. We get it, So one of the things I've been doing is I started seeing a therapist just to kind of talk about my problems, just figure out like how to manage, the things that trigger me. One of the things that I learned, my therapist pointed out, and never in a million years that I think this was legit, but it turns out that a real trigger of mine is injustices. Just given like my history, the things that I've been through and all that, if there's one thing that'll take me to 0 to 100 aggressively quick and just like makes me lose my shit, is seeing someone get bullied, seeing someone get mistreated, just any sort of situation, or someone using their status of power to sort of like pawn off responsibilities, place blame towards. That kind of shit, wild, just and then so we made that connection with the cleaning. Yes, I like working in a clean environment. Yes, I can't stand fucking dirty. I can't stand when a station is left empty, dirty, just wrecked after a big service. Right? It fucking bothers me. But I think the core of that is I don't like it because I get to see like other people having to deal with it. There's definitely hey man, we got to pick up the slack. We're all a team here. But it doesn't feel like it's a mutual thing. And I'll go back and say this. I'll go back to something else and say this. Just as a reference, fuck the whole front of house versus back of house. That ain't shit. Look at this. This is legit AM versus PM. And we got Chef over here backing up AM. Okay, so Thursday, therapy, shit. Okay, so that was me basically snapping. Second thing is I had some, there was like a little hiccup getting my prescription. I got to go in and grab it tomorrow. So I've been like a week off my prescription meds. So maybe, I'm not going to say it's directly tied, but my therapist did say that, hey, you know what? People have different side effects when they come down off of these things. So who knows? Maybe I was just like back to my normal, like prone to anxiety self. And this time, it was, flight or fight. And I chose fight. So Thursday, that's it. Wednesday, that's it. And yes, my chef texted me. What is it? He texted me Wednesday evening after I had left and got home. Hey, sorry I made you come into work. Do you need a COVID test? Do you have some? If we, blah, 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 blah. Just, again, done. Like, I left him on red. Saturday comes in, 6 a.m. Are you feeling better? Left on red. I come into work. Everyone's there. Chef is there. Completely just ignoring me. That's fair. That's fair. He's on the line working. I say hi to everyone, including Chef. Doesn't say hi to me. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I think Saturday, only thing he said to me is like, hey, so-and-so's coming in late. Do you feel better? That's it. That's it. Maybe like a prep thing. But that, again, like I understand why maybe he wouldn't want to talk to me. I understand that. But it's something new. And something that I notice is that if you're going to be in that sort of position of leadership, I understand. It sounds very weird me saying like you got to be the bigger person when what I told my therapist and what I'm telling you guys, I tell anyone is like, look, what I said to Chef the day I like lost my shit and told him like how that's fucking wrong, it's not okay, it's fucked up. I would have told him that the same way with the same tone, but I should have reserved it for the office because I went off on him on the pass. So I'm talking like cooks, prep, front of house. Everyone got to see it go down, you know. And what I don't like about it, what I kind of like, fuck, man, like I don't like about it is I said it in front of a group of people that already don't respect him. Just flat out. Doesn't matter what the exec chef says, what the chef says, what anyone says. I'm telling you right now, like no one in the PM kitchen respects him, dude. You know? He doesn't treat people with respect. Oh, and when I came Saturday, on Friday, I get a text from 2 cooks. They walked off. One of them had given their 2-week notice because they were kind of tired of working for him. But for her, she was kind of sick of it because he likes to talk shit about other employees to other employees. And so for her, she was listening to him. He was like talking shit about some other employee. And in her head, like it clicked. He's like, hold on a fucking minute. If this is what you're saying to me about another cook, what are you saying about me to another cook? That's totally fair. That's so, like, why would you vent to another cook about another cook? Super unprofessional. Look, you want to vent and talk shit and talk about, like, oh, that's fine. I can't imagine. And then the other person that quit that same day, it was closing time. He had his like 9 pans and all that kind of shit that he needed to like flip and stuff. And then this other cook who's very much like team chef Brown, like this cook wants my position. She can go ahead and have it, like legit. If my exec chef came and is like, you're demoted, you go right ahead and have it. I quit fucking chasing that carrot a long time ago. I don't care. You're not like, we'll give you chef, you'll make chef. I don't give a fuck anymore. I really don't. I love working in the kitchen. I love helping new cooks. I love helping cooks. I love like taking what I know and sharing it. Like, I love this culture. I love cooks. I love the industry, the restaurant industry. Miss me with that fucking, we're all in the fucking food bit. I don't know. I am in the fucking restaurant industry and I love it. So I'm going to take it very personal if someone's like, hey, man, if you don't like it here, you can go ahead and move. No, I like everyone except you. So this guy, so if she wants my position, go right ahead and take it. But anyway, this cook is out here like bossing people around. It rubs people the wrong way. And anytime like someone doesn't listen to her, she immediately goes to chef and chef has her back. It doesn't matter. Like there's no context needs to be said. He has her back like that. AM cook. And she works AM too. So he goes to the chef and he's like, "Chef, she took my stuff, and it's what is that?" And he laughs it off. And that's a thing that he does. It's like whenever you come with him to a problem, it depends who you are. If you come with him to a problem, he'll either laugh it off or immediately handle it. Yeah, so it's kind of it's really shitty. So coming in Saturday, it's like, damn, two people quit. Him and I aren't talking. Any all the things that he would have to tell me for work, he just writes it down in a note and leaves it for me now. I don't know what's gonna happen. When do I see him? Sunday's off, Monday he's off, Tuesday. So who knows how Tuesday's gonna go? I can't really just up and quit, because one of the problems, I was just talking to someone today. It's like one of the problems. It's like when you're promoted into any position in management, it doesn't matter, right? You start making more money, and when you make more money, you adjust your lifestyle to that. Whether it's like a better place, you buy a car. I can tell every single person that's ever been promoted to sous chef, the first thing they do, the first week that they're sous, they get new cars. Totally fine. Like, get it, man. You just upgraded your life. I upgraded my life a few dollars to lead. And then, we're able to like afford a few more things just to help us out. But then what happens is you become almost like a slave to that. There's only a certain amount of pay cut that you can take. So for me, it's like, dude, do I want to be there? Not particularly, but like I'm kind of locked in there because of the money, right? So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't really have any insightful information or tips or advice because I'm going through it right now. It's so ridiculous. Like sometimes I'm like, I view my channel more like, look, these are guidelines. These aren't like hard rules. Like, yeah, I do think a hard rule is like removing the tape. I think a hard rule is working like a team. I think a hard rule is don't talk shit, But for the most part, it's like, look, guys, this is just a guide. I'm just showing you where the hills and valleys are of what the kitchen industry map is. There's more than one way to climb a hill. There's more than one way to get through that valley. There's plenty of different ways. I've just taken one way. All I want you to do is just take what I'm saying to you, take your experiences, and just, take and pick what works for you. Okay? This is not a fucking blanket. Different kitchens, different chefs, different styles, different personalities, and you are very much different from me. Okay? But we're all trying our fucking best. I don't know what to do. I don't know what tomorrow's going to hold. Tomorrow, it just... I already know. I can almost count on that he's already talked shit about the sous chef, who's super new and doesn't know me. Like as soon as she got hired, she got COVID. And then she missed a couple more days. And she came back for like a day. And then she missed more time. And then I don't know. I got nothing negative to say about her. But I'm almost certain he's talking mad shit. Because he's talked shit to me about other employees. And it's fucking weird. It's uncomfortable. Like, the fuck, man? It just... It's a bad leadership, and everyone has the same. That's how I know. Like sometimes I feel like I'm crazy. Sometimes like going home, I'm like, I fucked up. I shouldn't have said that. I think I'm being weak. I think I'm being a bitch. And then everyone's complaints are the same. He talks shit about other employees. He's not a leader. He lets himself get carried around by different employees who have their own agenda, who don't want to do certain tasks. He's creating divide more than unity. So 2 employees today have already said that they're going to be looking for jobs. One of those 2 have already said that they're done. So they're either going to find a new job, or the instant he comes out with some bullshit, she's quitting right then and there. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Okay, so I don't know. Like, it's so easy to say, don't let other people's poor work ethic affect yours. It's so easy to say, you know what? If and when I was ever in your position, I would have focused on what really matters. I would have focused on what, the main thing is, and that's just getting service done. It's not always going to be perfect. It just, again, we talk and talk and talk, and then and then you're gonna find yourself, you could do all the notebooks, you could write all the notes that you want, you could watch every single one of my videos. You're gonna get caught in a moment, and you're just not gonna know what the fuck to do, and that's the moment where you're just, sometimes you rely on experience, and if you don't have that, then you kind of have to like surf it. You have to just ride that fucking wave. Not every service is going to be a clean service, and sometimes it's beyond your control. Sometimes you contribute to the problem. Sometimes you contribute by not doing anything, and I don't know where I'm at right now. I don't know the difference between, hey man, you're right, or dude, shut the fuck up. Maybe it's somewhere in the middle. But now, I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm happy I posted it. I'm happy I'm making the video right now. Just to show you guys, man, it's not always fucking... I don't have it figured out. The videos that I've made are based entirely on my experience. They're things that I can definitely, that's the way it is. But the thing is, life isn't like a book. It's not a stoic book. It's your emotions and how you interpret things play such a huge part. And I don't know how you can wrangle your emotions. I'm trying to figure out my own shit right now. I'm trying to figure out how to fucking deal with this in the most professional way. Right now, where I'm at, I'm basically just giving bare minimum, meaning I'm doing exactly what my job description entails and no more. And it just sucks. All day today. Dirty kitchen. And you just, that itch to just want to fucking sweep and mop. But no. I got to delegate it out to other people. You think I'm going to go and piss off a fucking group of cooks that are already, tightly wound up? Already annoyed? I could. I know they're not going to be mad at me. They're going to know exactly who to look for. And what's he going to do? Laugh it off? Tell them hey, sorry, AM just doesn't have time? Maybe they should come and see for themselves in the morning that AM doesn't have time? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know if this is a case of hit up the exec chef and be like, dude, I don't know what to do. I need help. Suffer in silence. Like I said, I don't see myself quitting, man. I can't afford to quit. As much as I'm over here saying, quit, guys, if shit doesn't work out. I've said it as well. Sometimes that's just not an option for us. We got bills, responsibilities. We can't afford to just up and quit like that, as beautiful as it is. So, yeah, and, one of the reasons I wanted this break was just, it's like having a crisis where I've been saying certain things over and over in this channel, and then I'm here, and it's like, but I just had a fucking, I just went off on the chef. I'm not answering the chef's texts. Who the fuck am I to be telling you or anyone, how to conduct themselves, how to work in a kitchen, how, what tips and tricks to do, what to do, how... Who am I? I'm a guy that's been in this industry for 7 years, and I'm still figuring shit out. I'm a guy that's been here for 7 years, and I'm still, today's a shitty day. Today's probably going to be even shittier. And as far as I can see, March is going to be a fuckhole. That's a new cuss word. It's going to be a shit show. Okay? And I don't know how to handle that. Make lemonade out of lemons? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has it figured out. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I hope at the very least with this video, maybe you can learn something from it. Maybe you can learn from my mistakes. Maybe you can just see this video as a big fat L for me, and you can like use it as inspiration to like not be like me. That's fair too. And like I said, I could fucking care less what people like. Oh, let's see you in action. You sound like you can't even make it. You're probably right. I probably couldn't make it in some kitchens. Certain kitchens, yeah, you're right. Probably have very thin skin. Maybe I am showing thin skin. That's the thing. That's the fucked up part about this industry, man. It conditions you to a point where you can't even tell. Like, isn't that crazy? I'm over here questioning whether calling out sick is valid, is right. You know, like, what do I pick? Do I pick, what's best for the kitchen and being a team player, or do I pick my health? And by the way, I'm going to tell real quick why I picked my health. Because the last time I tried to suck it up and fucking work through it and just take medicine at work and do all that good shit, I got bacterial pneumonia in both lungs, over 70% contaminated. I was hospitalized. I lived in the hospital for 2 weeks, and then I was sent home to rest to get my lungs back to peak condition for another 2 weeks. I lost a month because I wouldn't take the time off, or every time I wanted to take the time off, I was getting called in anyways because we fucking need people. But Kosoi, come in and we'll give you all the soda you want and all the fucking meds that you need. We just really need you. Where the fuck were you when I was out for a month? I don't know what I'm going to talk about next week. Maybe all of March is just going to be one fat fucking vlog. I don't know, man. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing a whole lot better than I am. I hope your week is fantastic. I hope you're starting off your week strong, your week good. I hope you're doing better than I am. Okay? Have a great service.
Time to suck today's dick. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Hey, I'll see you guys later, all right?